In the heart of the Ural Mountains, a place where the rugged beauty of nature meets the harshness of the elements, a group of 9 experienced hikers embarked on a daring adventure. These were not just any hikers, they were seasoned explorers, well-versed in the art of survival and navigation. Led by the charismatic and determined Igor Dyatlov, their goal was to conquer the slopes of Otorten, a peak shrouded in local legend and mystery. Igor was not only their leader but also their inspiration, a figure who embodied the spirit of adventure and resilience. The year was 1959, a time when the Soviet Union was in the throes of the Cold War. The political climate was tense, and the nation was gripped by a sense of urgency and competition. Yet amidst this backdrop, these young adventurers sought solace and challenge in the wild, untamed landscapes of their homeland. The hikers, young and full of life, were oblivious to the chilling fate that awaited them. They were driven by a passion for exploration and a desire to push their limits, unaware that their journey would soon take a tragic turn. They were prepared for the harsh conditions, equipped with the best gear available at the time, but nothing could prepare them for the horror they were about to face. The Ural Mountains, with their unpredictable weather and treacherous terrain, would soon reveal their darkest secrets. Among them were students from the Ural Polytechnic Institute, bright minds with a thirst for knowledge and adventure. They were not just hikers, they were scholars, engineers, and dreamers, each with their own aspirations and stories. Their faces beaming with excitement in the few photographs that remain, these images capture moments of joy and camaraderie, a stark contrast to the grim reality that would soon unfold. There was Yuri Krivonishenko, the jovial musician of the group whose melodies brought warmth and cheer to the cold, snowy nights. His laughter and music were a source of comfort and unity for the team. And Zinaida Kolmogorova, the sharp-witted engineer whose skills and determination were invaluable to the expedition. She was a beacon of strength and intelligence, always ready to tackle any challenge that came their way. Each member brought their own unique skills and spirit to the expedition. They were a diverse group, united by a common goal and a shared love for the wilderness. Their bond was forged through countless hours of preparation and mutual respect. They were a team, bound by their shared love for adventure and the untamed wilderness. Their journey was not just a physical challenge, but a testament to their friendship, resilience, and the human spirit's unyielding quest for discovery. Their journey took them deep into the desolate wilderness of the northern Ural Mountains, a place where few dared to venture. The air was crisp and biting, each breath a reminder of the harsh environment they had chosen to explore. The region, known as Dead Mountain by the indigenous Mansi people, was infamous for its unforgiving climate and treacherous terrain. The name itself evoked a sense of foreboding, a warning to those who might underestimate its dangers. As they ventured further, the landscape transformed into a stark, unforgiving tableau of snow-laden trees and frozen rivers. The silence was almost deafening, broken only by the crunch of their boots on the snow and the occasional howl of the wind. They established their final camp on the slopes of Kholat Syakhl, a name that translates to Mountain of the Dead in the Mansi language. The decision to set up camp here was puzzling, given the mountain's ominous reputation. It was an unusual choice, deviating from their planned route. The location was exposed and vulnerable, far from the safety of the forested areas they had previously traversed. The reason for this change in plans remains a mystery. Did they encounter something that forced them to alter their course, or was it a decision made in haste, driven by an unseen urgency? What possessed them to stray from their course? The questions linger, unanswered, as the snow continues to fall, erasing their tracks and leaving only speculation in its wake. Did they know something, or were they drawn by an unknown force? The wilderness holds its secrets close, and the truth of their journey may never be fully understood. The silence of the mountains is both a witness and a keeper of their story, a silent testament to the mysteries that lie within. Days turned into nights, the cycle of time almost imperceptible in the endless white expanse. The only sounds were the howling wind, a constant companion that seemed to whisper secrets to those who would listen, and the crunch of snow underfoot, a reminder of their isolation in this frozen wilderness. Zinaida, in her diary, noted a strange unease settling over the group. Each entry became more foreboding, as if she could sense the encroaching dread. She wrote of strange whispers carried on the wind, whispers they couldn't quite decipher. They seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. Was it the wind playing tricks on them, or was it something more sinister? The questions lingered, unanswered, gnawing at their sanity. Yuri Krivonashenko, the group's musician, claimed to hear voices calling his name in the dead of night. His guitar, once a source of comfort, now felt like a fragile barrier against the unknown. He would wake up in a cold sweat, his eyes wide with terror. The voices seemed to grow louder, more insistent, as if they were trying to break through the veil of reality. His companions dismissed it as exhaustion or the effects of the harsh environment. They tried to reassure him, but their own fears were beginning to surface. But deep down, a seed of doubt was sown. Each member of the group began to question their own senses, their own grip on reality. Was their isolation playing tricks on their minds, or was there something else at play? The line between reality and illusion blurred, leaving them to wonder if they were truly alone in the wilderness. The whispers in the wind grew louder, more persistent, as if they were trying to convey a message. But what was it, and who or what was behind them? The group huddled together, seeking comfort in each other's presence, but the fear was palpable. They knew they had to stay strong, but the whispers continued to haunt them, a constant reminder of the unknown lurking in the shadows. In the vast, unforgiving landscape, the whispers in the wind were their only companions, a haunting melody that echoed through the mountains, leaving them to wonder if they would ever find peace. As the days passed, the strange occurrences intensified. The whispers grew louder, more insistent, as if trying to warn them of an impending doom. One night, as the hikers huddled in their tent, a shadow flickered across the canvas. It was too large to be a tree, too swift to be an animal. Fear gripped their hearts, their laughter replaced with hushed whispers. They had dismissed the previous events as their imaginations running wild. But this was different. This was real, and it terrified them. The details of that fateful night remain shrouded in mystery. Something drove the hikers from their tent in a panicked frenzy. They tore through the canvas, leaving behind their belongings, their shoes, even their warm clothes. What could have instilled such terror in these experienced hikers? Whatever it was powerful enough to make them flee into the deadly cold without a second thought. They ran down the slope, barefoot and terrified, into the icy embrace of the night. Their bodies were found scattered across the mountainside, some with strange injuries, others with missing clothing. It was a scene of utter chaos, a gruesome puzzle that has baffled investigators for decades. A scene of chaos. The discovery of the hikers' bodies sent shockwaves through the Soviet Union. The investigation that followed only deepened the mystery. The injuries found on some of the victims were inconsistent with a simple fall or animal attack. Some had fractured skulls, others internal injuries so severe that they could only have been caused by an immense force. Their clothes, some ripped and torn, others missing entirely, added another layer of intrigue. Some garments were found to be radioactive. What had happened on that mountain? Was it a natural disaster, a military experiment gone wrong, or something else entirely? The lone survivor. Only one member of the expedition survived, Yuri Yudin. He had turned back earlier due to illness, a decision that unknowingly saved his life. Haunted by the fate of his companions, Yuri maintained his silence for years. He refused to speak about the incident, the memory too painful to bear. Years later, a letter surfaced, anonymously sent to a newspaper. The handwriting was unmistakably Yuri's. In the letter, he confessed to witnessing something terrifying on the mountain, something he couldn't explain. He spoke of strange lights in the sky and a presence that filled him with dread. Was this the key to solving the mystery, or the ramblings of a traumatized man? A secret revealed. The letter, if authentic, painted a chilling picture of Yuri's final night with the group. He described a strange, almost electrical hum vibrating through the air. He saw a pulsating light in the distance, like a beacon in the darkness. He claimed to have seen figures moving in the woods, their eyes glowing with an eerie light. He wrote of an argument, a disagreement about whether to investigate the light. He chose to stay behind, his illness preventing him from joining them. That decision saved his life, but condemned him to a lifetime of survivor's guilt. The mystery endures. The Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of the most enduring mysteries of the 20th century. Over the years, numerous theories have been proposed, ranging from the plausible to the outlandish. Avalanches, hypothermia, infrasound-induced panic, even attacks by Yeti-like creatures have been suggested. Yet, none of the theories fully explain all the strange details of the case. The tragedy of Dyatlov Pass serves as a chilling reminder of the raw power of nature and the mysteries that still lurk in the shadows. It is a story that continues to fascinate and terrify, a testament to the enduring power of the unknown.